And we're back. I'm a safe driver. I did it for 0.01 seconds. I'm going straight. I was doing knee technique. Anyway, so I just did comedy, and I'm being honest with you, like, I had crushed. I can't really say that I crushed, because that's like kind of a shitty thing to say about how you did, but in all honesty, in a non-douchey way possible, I did really, really excellent. My timing, my body language, let me fix my camera a little bit. Everything was great. And that joke that I've been talking about, where I talk about me having similar comparisons to being discriminated against in the way the black people have been discriminated against. If you didn't watch that video, watch the last one to explain. But basically, the way that I said it and developed it and stuff like that and set up the joke, fix my camera a little bit better. All right. It worked out. It was great. It was funny. Everyone was laughing and everything. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm really starting to, I'm not worried, but I'm really starting to get close, in a bad way, on missing the deadline for this comedy contest, because despite the fact that I recorded a set, me doing great material, fully confident, my timing, everything was great. And by the way, just a side note, I only know that I was on point because I literally talked to the one guy that I saw that was like crying. He wasn't crying, but figuratively. He just like, his face was getting red, he could not stop laughing. I talked to him privately after the show because there was one problem that happened. I asked everybody to sit closer to the camera so that it could pick up the laughs, because it was not a packed house. And they didn't. The last time something like that happened, my camera, which is my phone, didn't pick up any of the audio. And I'm really getting close, unfortunately, in a not good way at all, to missing the cutoff for this contest that I told you I'm really trying to enter into in Montana, because I got to send them a 5-minute video clip of me doing comedy. But if you see what I'm saying, like if there's not enough people there, or if it's not even a matter of people, if the audio isn't even good enough to pick it up, then I might as well not even send that clip, because it makes it look like I could be telling jokes in front of nobody, or maybe a lot of people, or my jokes are just doing bad, or whatever the case is. So I'm really caught in between. Should I just send this one? I sent the last one when I did the comedy show for the Veterans of Foreign Wars, but it was still on kind of shaky, like I was still developing some of those jokes, and since then I've tightened them up and it's so much better, and I knocked everything out of the park today. But again, problem, if the audio isn't picking up their reaction, it doesn't really fairly display and show my timing and which jokes hit the hardest and the funniest and all that other stuff. It killed me. It really killed me. So I'll figure out something to do, but I really got to deliver. And I'm going to keep on rehearsing and working and doing my writing and all that other stuff. But I'm just telling you, going to this contest means so much to me. But knowing that I have a better capability and ability to perform better and do better, it really just, I don't like it at all, because I know if I had people closer to the audio, and I'm not making excuses, I'm just being honest, or if I had more people and pretty much like, even if it was like the crowd or the vocals or whatever, or the setup, however it is, for the show that was the Veterans of Foreign Wars, it would have worked out a lot better. But this place only had probably like 6 people, maybe 12, you know, and they were all sitting in the back, you know, so that's what's going on right now. It's not discouraging, because I know I have it inside me to do great, and I'm working to make all this come true. But comedy is such an interesting thing, because part of my success being a comedian, it's like a symbiotic relationship, because I can only really do comedy with people, and I need people to do comedy. So I probably won't send this video. I'm displeased with the one that I previously sent for this contest. I had some good parts, but I mean, it wasn't tight the way it should be. You know, this video is supposed to, my channel is supposed to be, as I always say, about my rise to comedy and then acting, which is like a venue that always happens traditionally, usually in comedy. And I would love to do that, but anyway. And then writing, because, you know, I wrote a film script and everything. But I'm always honest with you about all these videos and everything that's going on and everything. I got like 15 subscribers or whatever, but even if it was 15,000, 15 million, or 1,500, or 150, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to come across genuine and authentic and telling you the truth. I can tell you all sorts of stuff about me. I'm a hater, for real. But I use that to motivate me, get me pissed and angry, to push myself harder. That's just how I am. And I have a work ethic and I work hard, but none of this means anything. It does, but it doesn't. All right, here's what I'm getting at. I know what I can do. I'm working on getting it done. But for this art, for comedy, you really need, especially if you're going to like try to sell it for other venues and other opportunities, an audience, so that the cameras can pick it up. I mean, imagine if there was like a comedy special with nobody in the audience, right? You know, interestingly enough, Dane Cook, true story. Shout out to Dane, guys, awesome. Dane Cook, he had a special, or no, I think it was just a show, and this was something that he had said directly himself. He had a comedy show in Las Vegas, and apparently like all the high rollers and stuff like that, like the first 4 rows were like completely empty, and he was just basically saying, like, and I'm paraphrasing, that it wasn't cool. He didn't like it. He wasn't vibing with it, you know? And the reason why is because he might have been filming, but regardless, you want to have the front rows. Comedy is very intimate. And you know, my fucking camera turns off one more time. Fuck, sorry. So what I was trying to say is Dane Cook, I'm pretty sure it was a comedy special. He was in Vegas. And like the first 4 rows were empty. And aesthetically, he didn't like that at all. And for good reason. Because comedy being very intimate as it is, it's kind of like a wave of the ocean, right? And the laughter and everything, it sort of spreads out. The equivalent of him not having those four rows for like high rollers and stuff, and that was the reason why they weren't. Apparently, like, the hotel leaves those seats empty, so I guess if there's a high roller that comes in, they can give them free tickets. They can give free tickets to these high rollers, and they can fill the seats, but whatever. But as far as comedy goes, he didn't like that because it's supposed to be an intimate thing, the laughter and getting everybody all tightened together and everything like that. And not just that, if you're selling it, you don't want the first 4 rows of something to be completely empty, because it makes it look like you're not selling out your shows. It's bad advertising, you know? Like, why would you do that? You know, just horrible. In a parallel way, not in the exact way, in a parallel way, everybody's sitting in the back. I don't like that either. And, you know, especially if I'm trying to make a video to promote myself and stuff like that, because the audio is not picking up, and you know, you just don't have a clue. The camera doesn't really have a clue about anything, whether I'm not being funny, or they didn't get it, or it was the wrong crowd, or whatever the case. I think there was a small part of that too. The crowd, I made like half the room, like their face were turning red, and they just could not stop laughing and wanted to talk to me after the show. And then the other half just sort of like looked away from me, like that was not my sense of humor. And that's okay, you know. If I had tickets to a concert. And I said, hey, I got 2 tickets for you and a friend or girlfriend, wife, whatever, to go to a concert. And you said, what kind of music? And I said, that's kind of what you get when you don't really have your own crowd on open mic scene. And you still get respect when you go to an actual comedy place. If it's camera, I'm telling you. All I was saying is, you might have a packed show, and if you actually have, like, if you're doing comedy and they aren't there to see you specifically, at least if you're at a comedy club and it is a packed show, they know they're not here to hear you, but they're here to laugh. So they might hear some fucked up stuff, and you'll probably still get people that are there to laugh for that purpose. Especially when it's like, the more people are in a room, it's a lot more contagious, the laughter and whatnot. So you still got a better opportunity trying to make people laugh in a comedy club compared to like at a poetry place or wherever the hell. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. I just pulled up to my house. I just want to make a quick video. Unfortunately, it's in three parts. You won't see it. I'm gonna like compress it so it's all one. I figured out how to do that a couple days ago. But yeah, so I'll let you know what's going on with this contest. Regardless, I'm pushing. I'm always moving forward. And if you had $1 to bet, you can guarantee that I'm just gonna keep driving. So hope you liked my video. I'll give you an update with the contest when I know. I really just got to get something together so that I can get some good footage, with like a nice crowd and stuff like that. I'm not really worried about my material making people laugh, but I'm trying to sell this, so I got to have asses in the seat and enough people so that it can pick up my audio. So hope you like this. 4 videos. I'm just trying to say goodbye. Fuck, I was just trying to say I got to put some asses in the seat and get a video with enough people that my camera can pick up the audio. So without further ado, guys, I know I'm getting more anyway, not cool. My camera keeps fucking up. I'm gonna end this so it doesn't turn off. You'll see it as one video, but this will be the 4th video that I'll be combining together, make this one video. I hope you did like it. And you get to know a little bit about me and just a little bit of insight. So subscribe if you'd like on the subscribe button, and check me out on Instagram. Instagram is at Benja, Benja, Welldone, Welldone. Thank you very much, guys. I'm Benja. I'm out. Peace.